The new year is approaching, and I know that one of your goals is to start a YouTube channel, and rightly so, because YouTube is an amazing platform that rewards creators the most. But you need to know that YouTube is not like every other social media platform. It is very different. And some of the things that you may find normal doing on other social media platforms without having any issues at all, when you try them on YouTube, you may get a strike, you may have issues. And one thing you need to avoid on YouTube at all costs, especially as a beginner, is strikes and issues. That is why I'm creating this video. I'm going to share with you 5 things that you need to avoid at all costs as a beginner YouTuber. And if you're ready and excited, drop "I am ready" in the comment section and let's dive in. Number 1, like on social media, you know where we do follow for follow, follow me, I follow you. On YouTube, they call it sub for sub. Subscribe for me, I subscribe for you. Please avoid it at all costs. It is something that we strongly advise against on social media, and it's the same for YouTube. The thing is, when a lot of people follow you or when a lot of people subscribe to your channel at the same time or within a short period of time on YouTube, YouTube will take a deep dive into your account. They will start looking at your account. Is something going on? And there is a high chance that they will find out that you're just doing sub for sub, and they will remove every subscriber that you got within that period. You see people say things like, "Oh, I did sub for sub, and by the next morning, my my subscriber count went back to how it was." That's the thing with YouTube. They will look at your channel to see if you have any video going viral. And if you don't have any of that, they will know that you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, and that will affect your subscriber count. So please, you need to avoid it at all costs. Do not sub for sub. If you see an account that you genuinely like and want to follow, you can do that. But don't go to a place where they say, sub for me, I sub for you, and then you pack people. The way you pack them is the way you will lose them. The second thing is what some people do, and it's really surprising, and that is buying watch hours. Like how? Why would you even do that? Why would you even want to put your account through that kind of thing? The thing is, when you buy these watch hours and you manage to get monetized, what money are you also going to keep buying watch hours to keep making money on YouTube? Think about it. In the long run, it doesn't make any sense. Instead, what you should focus on is putting out high quality content that serves your audience, content that your audience will enjoy watching, because the more they watch, the more your views will increase. The third mistake that you need to avoid at all costs as a beginner YouTuber is dropping spam messages and also dropping links on people's comment section. This is so bad that it can cost your account a strike. So you need to avoid it at all costs. Don't go to people's accounts or people's comment section and start saying, "Follow me and I'll follow you. Do this and I'll do that." Don't do that. YouTube will flag your account. That is one thing you do not want. So avoid it at all costs. When you watch someone's video and you want to drop a comment, drop a genuine comment. Say something meaningful and don't spam their comment section. The fourth thing that you need to avoid at all costs, this can affect your account in many ways, and that is jumping on every trend. I know that as someone who is just starting on YouTube, you would want to, grow, you want to get the subscribers, you want to get the views, and there's a chance that you may see a trend, even if it's not in your niche, and you may want to jump on it. The thing is, you may jump on this trend and go viral. That will be a good thing and a blessing for you if the trend that you jumped on and went viral is something that you already do, something that you love, something you enjoy, something around your niche. But if you now jump on a trend that has nothing to do with your niche or the kind of content you create on your channel originally, it's going to affect you and your channel, because you need to keep on creating that kind of content. For example, if you're someone who is used to lifestyle content, maybe food content, and then you create an editing content and it goes viral, the people who will follow you from that content that went viral will want to see more editing content from you. They will not want to see food content. So if you start creating food content, they will not watch it. And that will just tell YouTube that people are not interested in your content, because when you put out a video, the first people that get to see those videos are people who are already subscribed to your channel. And if they don't watch it because that's not what they came to your channel for, it will just give YouTube, the algorithm, the wrong signal, and this will affect your channel. And because of this, you may now want to start creating something that you're not used to, something that is not your passion, something that you're not passionate about. You may now want to start putting out editing content because that is what your audience wants. And at the end of the day, you're just going to be frustrated. So make sure that when you want to jump on a trend, make sure that it's a trend that you can continue creating content around long term. If not, avoid it. And finally, I know this may sound cliche, but I need you to know that if everybody is saying this thing, it means there is a lot of truth in it. And that is showing up consistently. Look, I know that being a YouTuber, it is not for the weak. It is so stressful. And I'm going to say that, and I say that with all honesty, it is so stressful. And yet, there may come a time that you just get tired and frustrated because you're putting out content, your energy, your strength, and everything, and you may not be getting as much views and subscribers as you want, or even watch hours. And that may make you want to pull back or get inconsistent. But the thing is, once you start being inconsistent, it will affect your channel. The thing about YouTube is the more people consume your content, the more they recommend it to people. So if you stop putting out content and YouTube no longer recommends your channel, it's going to affect it. If YouTube no longer recommends your videos, it's going to affect your channel. So as much as it may be draining and discouraging sometimes, I need you to just keep showing up. Showing up consistently doesn't mean that you have to post every single day. YouTube, like I said at the beginning of this video, YouTube is not like every other social media platforms. You can post once a week on YouTube and still be perfectly okay. So if your consistency is, if what you can carry at this time is once a week, then do it. If what you can carry, what you can manage is 2 times, 3 times a week, then do it. But make sure that you are consistent with what you have set. Okay, because once you become inconsistent, it will affect almost everything on your channel, your views, your recommendations, your watch hours, your subscribers. It will affect everything. And then when you take a long break and come back, you're not going to pick up, your channel, it won't pick up immediately. It will take time. Okay, so as much as you can, stay consistent. These are the 5 mistakes that you should avoid at all costs on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section which of these mistakes you have made in the past, and watch this video right here where I expose the biggest lies that you should never believe about content creation. And I'll see you there. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bye.